Okay guys, we all know the importance of art and culture. Today I am going to discuss one of the prominent aspects of art and culture, Maurya art and architecture. Okay, just today I'll discuss only one aspect. That aspect is the influence of Greek in Maurya art and architecture, means Greek influence on Maurya art and architecture. Okay, I'll give you some, I'm explaining some points like Maurya polishness, Maurya coin, Maurya architectural design, Maurya script and Maurya inscription, and we will see how Greek influence are observed or how Greek influences are reflected in all these aspects. Okay, just we all know that it was the time of the invasion of Greek throughout the northwest boundary. Okay, the invasion of northwest India by Greeks, Persians, as well as the trade relation between India and Persia contributed to the prevailing art and architecture to be enriched by Persian elements in Moro era. Means there are the two causes for which we have seen the Western influences, especially Greek and Persian influences in Moro art. The two influences are the number one, invasion of Greek throughout the northwest boundary, and number two, increasing trade relation between India and West. India and Persia or Greek. Okay, these are the two reasons because of which generally the influence of Maurya and Persian art came into India, especially for which Moro art was influenced by Greek art. Okay, first one, whenever we read any example, whenever we read the Moro art, the most peculiar characteristics, the most important or prominent characteristics of Moro art is polishness. Polish NESS, polishness. It is the most peculiar character of Moro polishness. In Moro architecture, whatever, for example, Maurya caves, Moro pillars, okay, whatever we see in the Moro art and architecture, especially Moro buildings, Moro palaces, they are so much beautifully, okay, even in case of wood also, they are so much beautifully polished that whenever we view or whenever we see any architectural elements, then generally in our first impression we perceive it as a metal. Okay, it was so much beautifully polished that in first impression we perceive it as it is metal, not anyone else. Okay, that is why the Moro polishness, okay, polishness is one of the peculiar characteristics of Maurya art and architecture. Okay, the magnificent, now how it is the, here we have seen the Persian or Greek influence. The magnificent polished art of wood and stone in Moro empire actually bears Persian tradition. The Moro artist polished wood and stone so perfectly that it appeared like mirror. The Ashokan pillars and palace of Chandragupta are example of it. Means that these polishness characteristics, okay, these characteristics actually bears the influence of Persian tradition. Number two, Maurya coins. The perfect minting process of Persian coins with gracefulness impacted Moro coins, and Moro coins are also made with perfection. The Moro coins, which are so much, the Moro coins were actually very much beautifully minted. Okay, and this minting of coins actually bears the influence of Persian tradition. Okay, number three, architectural design. The bell-shaped capital of Maurya pillar and wooden palace of Chandragupta Maurya were built on Persian model. It is generally said that the whenever we see the capital, okay, we have seen Ashokan capitals. The Ashokan capitals are sometimes upper part bell-shaped. Okay, this bell-shaped capital of Moro actually bears the Persian model. Okay, and another thing is that the Moro palaces, like which are built in Pataliputra, are generally sometimes built on Persian model. Number four, Moro script. The Kharosthi script used in Ashokan edicts are derived from Armenic style of writing used by the Persian in northwestern India. That is why we have seen that Moro script also bears the Persian influences. Okay, how? Because the Kharosthi script that which are used in Asukan edicts that are actually seen, that actually derives characteristics from Armenic style of writing which was used by Persia. Okay, means Khoroste script bears the influence of Armenic writing which was used by the Persia. Okay, that is why we can say that the Asukan Moro script also bears the influence of Persia. Okay, Number 1, Maurya police. Number 2, Maurya coins. Number 3, architectural design. Number 4, script. And number 5 is Maurya inscription. It is said that ethical inscriptions on Asukan rock edicts in form of royal proclamation is a Persian model. It is said that Asuka used some kind of inscription for the propagation of Dhamma, which were edicted in Asukan pillars, which were actually engraved in Asukan pillars and Asukan edicts. It is said that in Persia generally the religion was actually propagated in terms of edicts and inscriptions. That is why said that ethical inscriptions that are engraved in Asukan pillars and Asukan edicts are generally on the persuasion of royal proclamation of Persian model. That is what we have seen. Maurya polishness. I am again repeating, Maurya polishness, that is means the very much beautiful polishness of the Maurya palaces or Maurya pillars actually bears the characteristics of Persian model. Number 2, Maurya coins, the very much advanced technology of minting coins is actually from Persian model. Architectural design means the bell-shaped capital of Asukan pillar and other palaces are generally built on Persian model. Architectural design, then script. In case of script, we have seen that Khoroste script used in Asukan edicts are generally follows the Armenic style of writing which was used by Persia. And number 6, we have seen that in the Persian model, actually Persian kings actually used some kind of ethical inscription for the propagation of Dhamma, and following this actually we have seen the ethical inscription in Asukan rock edict. These are the influences of Greek or Persian influences on Maurya art and architecture. Then another most noticeable feature of Maurya art and architecture is Maurya sculpture, and among the very prominent Maurya sculpture, one is Maurya Yaksha and Yakshini. It is a mythical figure in Hindu tradition, and figure of statue of Yaksha and Yakshini have found prominent places in Maurya sculpture. And what are the characteristics of this Maurya sculpture means Yaksha and Yakshini? The first thing is that I already mentioned to you that polishedness. Polishedness is one of the very prominent characteristics of Maurya art, and these Maurya figures are figures of Yaksha and Yakshini are also very nicely polished. Number 2, drapery. Drapery means the way of portraying the clothes. The way throughout which the clothes are generally portrayed or designed or portrayed or left suspended in from the body. It is called drapery. It is one of the most peculiar characteristics of Yaksha and Yakshini. This drapery is a very nice portrayal of drapery. The another characteristics that there is actually two marges. There is actually two streams of two prominent characteristics of Maurya sculpture. One is old and one is new. New means the influence of Gandhar. The people. It is said that in Maurya sculpture generally there are two streams of characteristics are seen. One is old and another is new. New means the influence of Gandhar. What is old? Old means here the figure of sculpture are generally very heavy. Here heavy, the sculpture weight and volume. Here importance is given on the weight and volume in old. Okay, and new means here very minute detail is given. Okay, influence of Gandharis means the minute detail. Okay, minute detail of Stesu. Okay, here the figure is round. Okay, full and round. Okay, in second part. Okay, and here three-dimensional. Okay, the old means what? It is here the importance is given on weight and volume. Okay, it is two-dimensional. Okay, here minute detail is not given prominent. Okay, in second part means the body is round. Okay, here the body is not much so heavy like the before. Okay, and here the figures are generally three-dimensional. Okay, one of the most prominent figure of Yakshini is, it is the key term minded if you while writing answer in Moro art and especially Moro architecture sculpture, you must have to mention this name. It is called Didarganj Yakshi. Didarganj Yakshi, Didarganj, Didarganj Yakshi. It is found in Patna. Okay, Didarganj Yakshi is a prominent, very much beautiful sculpture found in Moro period. Generally, sometimes it is said that it is post-Moro. Okay, but Didarganj Yakshi is the prominent Moro sculpture. Didarganj Yakshi is the most prominent sculptural figure in Moro period. Okay, it is very lively and sensitive. Okay, it is portrayed very lively. Here it is very sensuous as well as, okay, body is soft and it is portrayed like warm flesh. Okay, and it reflects three-dimensional character. Didarganj Yakshi, it is the merging sculpture of old and new. Old means it also gives importance on weight and volume, as well as it gives importance on the minute detail like sensuousness, okay, soft body, lively flash of human body, okay, and three-dimensional as well as, okay. In this way, Didarganj Yakshi is the prominent sculptural figure of Moro period. Okay, then what we have seen, what are the characteristics of Moro Yaksha and Yakshini figure? They portray fine polishedness. These are made of sunar, sandstone. They are drapery is a prominent figure of Yaksha and Yakshini figure. Their body is full as well as a rounded body. They are portrayed very live. Okay, live flash, life treatment, ornament and graceful stance in case of female figure. Okay, another thing is that they shows the interaction of two period, old as well as influence of Gandhar. Old means here importance is given on very heavy weight, they are very heavy and they are two-dimensional. New means they portray very minute detail and as well as they are three-dimensional. Okay, these are the some important characteristics of Moro sculpture. In my next lecture I'll discuss some another prominent characteristics of Moro art and